Welcome back to my channel. If you're not coming back to my channel and this is your new time coming to this channel, welcome. I go by Millie Dot. I don't even know how the fuck I'm saying. Anyways, I go by Millie Dot here on this channel. Millie Dot is my green pony that you see on my profile picture, and she's literally been with me from the start of when I started drawing, and like I've just used the name, I've grown to use the name, and it's like I like the name, but it's like I want people to know that Millie is a pony, whatever. And if you don't like My Little Pony, it's fine, you know. This channel is kind of like a mixed channel, whatever, you know. So I do some like pony-ish art, and sometimes I do furry-ish art. Sometimes I do furl type of stuff, human type of stuff. But it's always like a cartoon style, like, you know, if that makes any sense, I guess. Anyways, the main thing I wanted to talk about was like commenting. Like, I don't even know how you would like the type of topic this would be. Basically like communication for the art community. That's basically what this video is going to be about, you know. So I kind of have a pet peeve, and if this one person that sees this video that I'm friends with that recently did this to me, and it's kind of the reason why I decided to make this video, it kind of occurred to me to do this video. Sorry. I don't even know how else to put this. Like, just don't take it personal. It's not all about you. It's more so that it's just happened a lot lately to me, and it's just because it keeps happening, it's making me grow more about this opinion of it, and also wanting to get other opinions and why I'm doing this video, you know. And also the reason why I'm doing the voiceover now is because the boyfriend went on a walk, and I figured, well, I'll talk about this situation right now, so that way when I do go to actually edit the actual visual video part, whatever, the voiceover is over with. You don't, like, you know. Yeah, so this voiceover may not be the greatest top-notch video because I'm kind of nervous a little bit about talking about this. I get nervous about talking about a certain topic, like when I'm ranting about something that is going on that I know people are gonna have like a very possibly different opinion on. But that's the reason why I'm making this video, is to get, like, to explain my, like, opinion on this situation that I've been having, but also to find out what other people's opinions are, and like what I can do to better accommodate whatever this issue, to fix the issue, whatever that it can be, right? So instead of fucking keep talking about it, I'm just gonna start on what I mean. So basically, on a lot of like on DeviantArt or Facebook, or it's mostly, I'd say, like DeviantArt is the most area that I've say like is most commonly for this issue. Basically, someone has commissions open, either a commission or a URC here slot, whatever. You're getting a slot for basically a commission. This artist has, for this example, let's just do a URC here. Someone has a URC here open. They have maybe one slot or a couple slots open, whatever. So you're interested in it, you have the money, and so you comment saying, hey, I would like to buy a slot, whatever. You give all the information that you needed, if you the type of person to provide that information right away or after, whatever. I'm the type of person that likes to try to put as much detail into my first comment as possible, so it better helps the artist. Honestly, even though like I will literally say, hey, I want to pay with PayPal, here's the character I want, so forth, they still ask for that information later, and it's just irritating to me. Like, that's not what I'm talking about in this situation. What I'm talking about is something else. But that's something that still bothers me, you know. It's like, if you would have read my fucking comment, you would already know the character that I want done. You would already know what type of payment I'm gonna pay with, you know? Like, ugh. Like, I always, like, reread people's comments that commission me, and I make sure, like, hey, like, they didn't already provide that information that I'm asking, right? And if it's not clear that that information isn't there, then I would ask, you know. So it happens, you know. Basically, I feel like there's just a very bad communication in some parts of the art community, you know. I have pretty good communication levels for commission related kind of stuff, because, you know, being in a relationship, you need to have communication to make things work. So using my knowledge in a relationship, I take it to, like, a more professional level on when people commission me or get a URC here or adopts or whatever, right? Okay, so basically my pet peeve that I have is basically when you leave a comment stating all the information you need, and then, you know, I understand waiting like a day, you know, like, you know, I'm pretty chill about that. 48 hours, I'm kind of like suspect, whatever. Like, I'm not trying to be impatient, but I'm very impatient, especially when I had the money. I just want to send it off right away. I don't even fucking care. Like, I don't care if I wait 2 months. Like, I don't care if I end up waiting 2 months. As long as I already paid for the art, like, I don't really care, as long as the person gives me proper updates, whatever, you know. So, you know, the thing that I wanted to point out is the fact of, like, when you make a comment and then, like, a week passes and no responses, sometimes I just talk too fast for my mouth to even, like, say the words, you know, and then it causes me to go blah blah blah, you know, and I don't like going back and editing those out. I like to do just one cut, go, and then done, right? So my apologies for that. Anyways, my issue is basically after that week of commenting, hey, I would like to get this commission. What do you think is rude and what is not rude? You know, like, that's my general question, because, like, to me, it's a pet peeve. Like, it really bothers me when I wait a week and the person hasn't even responded yet, and I see, like, a couple things. Like, I see that, like, they're online, like, their status, it says that they were online, or they were last online. Like, say, like, you did the thing, whatever, a week ago, whatever, and you saw that they were on a couple times throughout that week, but they never responded to your comment about wanting the commission. You see them posting art, or you're happen to be friends with that person and you have their DeviantArt, or maybe you're not even friends, you just happen to be friends on, like, Discord or Facebook, so you see when they come on, right? And then you see things like about them being on DeviantArt, and you're like, did you not see my comment? I'm pretty sure you did. Like, it just bothers me, because it's like, I try my best to be the most patient person possible, you know? Like, I'm pretty understanding. Like, I'd rather someone reply back to me and be like, hey, I can accept this, but right now I can't accept this, you know? Like, are you okay with holding onto your money and waiting like 2 weeks until I'm able to accept it and, like, take the money and then work on it? I'd be understanding. I'll be like, hey, yeah, cool. Like, I know there's a deadline, whatever. Like, I know, like, oh, hey, he's gonna get back to me around this time, so just keep the money, right? But a week or two without no responses on if they're gonna accept it or not, it's like, I don't want to keep holding this money on that I could possibly use for another artist that I already have lined up in my, like, list of artists that I want to get. Plus, also, like, for me personally, when this, whatever you want to call it, occurs, I just feel more unmotivated to commission that person again. You know, it's just, it shows me that they're, you know, it's, so it bothers me that they don't respond. I understand people don't gotta respond, but when it's like a professional thing, like a personal life, I understand, like, you don't have to fucking respond. But for a professional ways, for like commissions, like, if someone's trying to commission you, ignoring them is, in my opinion, extremely unprofessional. Yes, some bigger businesses don't get back to people like through customer service or whatever, you know, but for, I think on like more of like a art, like commission stuff like that, like, if it's not stated in their terms, then you're just being a dick, in my opinion. And people can have other opinions, whatever, you know. I'm not gonna judge you for your opinions. Like, you know, if you're okay with waiting a week or two for them to respond, that's you. Or if you're okay with them never responding and you holding onto your money for 10,000 years, like, I'm not gonna judge you on that. That's your choice. That's what you want. This is just a little pet peeve of mine, and I generally want to know, which, this is a good time to say this. If you're a viewer or whatever, if you listen to my whole ramble, I want you to comment down, like, what is to a point that you're willing to, like, wait for, you know? Like, how long are you willing to wait for someone to reply to you to commission them? And where is your, like, drawing line where, like, if someone takes so-and-so time to get back to you, are you more likely to commission them again? That's my question. If you can answer that question down below, that would be fantastic. On another note, basically, it's just something that has been, I haven't said it's like a constant issue, right? It's just a very, like, slim issue, whatever, however you want to say, pronounce, whatever, this issue. But yeah, it's like, personally, I'm more likely to commission an artist who responds it within 24 hours of me requesting a commission. Whether it being like, hey, what I was saying before, like, I'm more likely to recommission that artist if they get back to me and let me know, like, they can either take the commission right away, or if they can't at that very moment, but they're willing to put me on, like, a wait list, and making sure to let me know, like, if they're able to or not within, like, a month. I'm more willing to commission that artist again, because it shows professionalism, and it shows that, hey, they generally do want to draw for me, and they're not just trying to, like, push me off to the side. They're not trying to ignore my comment and, like, not, you know, if that makes any sense. But when an artist completely ignores my comment, doesn't say anything, a week passes, I'm very on edge, and I'm very, like, I'm considering, like, I don't even care if they're a friend or a close friend or an acquaintance or someone that I've generally been talking to, that I find, no matter if I think that they're, like, a nice person or not, like, if I think that they're the sweetest person ever, if they do this, I'm not likely to want to commission them again, because it's just, one, it's irritating to me on a personal level, I guess you could say, that it's just like, you know, like, how can I put this without seeming rude? I mean, some people probably will already seem like me ranting or talking about this pet peeve out could consider this rude, but basically, let's, you know, our community commissions, whatever, is different from like an actual business. But let's say you have two small businesses, and one business you walk into, let's just say they're both art shops, just to make it, like, you know, they sell the same things, they do the same things, whatever. So one shop A, you walk into, and they're selling, like, I don't know, paintbrushes. Like, you really like the paintbrushes. and you try to go ask questions about the paintbrushes, like you want to know certain things about the paintbrushes, whatever, before you buy them, or I don't know, like this would probably be a bad example, but hopefully it helps understand a little bit. But basically, you want to know more about the paintbrushes, but there's nobody at the front desk. You're just standing there, you're waiting. So you, like 10 minutes passed, so then you continue to go look around, waiting for someone to come out, right? About an hour passes, no one comes out to the front desk to either, nobody to answer your question, nobody to like help you with the paintbrush, help you buy the paintbrush or whatever. So you put the paintbrush down. You go over to the next door and you walk in, they have the same exact paintbrush you want. And you walk up to the counter where someone is already standing, and they right away answer your questions about the paintbrush, what they can answer, what they can do, and they help you purchase the paintbrush. Which one are you more likely to go back to? Granted, both stores have different things. Like store A could be more like, what's the best way to describe it? Like, they're pastel blue. Well, store B is pastel pink. They have different vibes, different aesthetics, but just, you know, it's like, which one are you more likely to go back to, you know? Like, are you willing to deal with no matter if you liked store A's, like, aesthetic more than B, but you're, like, I don't know, for me, I'm more likely to go back to B because it's like, I'm more willing to go back to a company or a person who gives me, like, A+, customer service, you know? But if I get like a C, like just a C, like ranking, whatever, I'm not likely to go back to them because it's like they didn't treat me as well as I hoped. Like saying, like, you didn't have any real expectations, but you still got let down because it's like it was just very poor, you know? It was just very poor customer service. So, moral of the story, since now I'm just basically rambling, how do y'all feel? Like, do you think it's rude for someone to not get back to someone at all? Or do you think it's normal? Like, do you think, like, oh, they don't deserve to they don't have to answer your question about a commission? I mean, in my opinion, at this very moment, as I've been on this opinion for quite a while, I just generally think it's very unprofessional. I do think it's kind of rude to ignore someone who's looking at you for, like, a business person, I can't fucking speak. Like a business, you know, they're coming to you as a customer and they're trying to get something from you, you know? Like, I'm more likely to go back to someone who has really good customer service, who is on their fucking good ass shit. Like, I'd be willing to, like, recommend them to people. I'd be more willing to, like, come back again, no matter the price. Like, if I pay $10 for a commission, and they fucking, like, they respond to everything I asked, and they were very chill. They were like, hey, we're good. And then they also gave updates on, like, when they were working on it, as well as, like, even if it took, like, a month or two to finish that commission, the fact that they're taking their time out of their day to send me whips to show me their progress and making sure I'm happy with what I'm exactly getting from them, that shows me so much, like I just fucking, like, praise that person, like, so hard. But with someone who takes between a week and 2 weeks to finally respond back to saying they want to accept the commission, so they finally accept. They give no updates on the progress of the commission. Let's just say, like, it's not a euro here, it's a actual commission. If they don't send updates, They don't communicate with me. 2 months have passed. I'm still waiting. Not sure even if they're even like remembered that they got a commission. And like I finally get it back, and it's good, but you just don't really care for the art because it's like, well, you waited so long, and like the way they treated you basically along working on the commission and so forth is just not as pleasant. So the moral of the story is basically, I think if you're gonna be a type of person to take on commissions and stuff, you should really consider the thoughts of communicating. Communication is key in a business. No matter if it's like you're in a giant corporation business or a small business or like a little like freelance commission type business, you know, it's either way. I appreciate communication all the way, and I'm more willing to tip someone who is willing to go above and beyond to make sure I'm happy with the commission, making sure like even if it takes them 48 hours to respond, them apologizing and like just simply apologizing like, hey, like I'm sorry that I didn't get back to you sooner. I had personal life issues and I didn't have time to get online at all. Hey, I understand. You don't even have to tell me like exactly what's going on. Like shit, like I understand, like personal issues, I got it, I understand. Like I'm just thankful that you at least apologized and said why you didn't respond, you know? At least saying like I had personal issues or I had something going on and I hadn't had the time to come on, whatever. I understand, you know? I'm more willing to forgive, you know? It's literally communication. Literally communication is key. I feel like I'm repeating myself. Hopefully this is helpful in some way. If you're someone who's getting into doing commissions and you're not sure like what to do, whatever, I suggest when doing commissions for like taking in commissions from customers, whatever, I suggest being very communication, telling them basically, you know, you be clear, you be honest, you be as responsive as you can, even if it means like possibly losing out on that commission. You know, you may lose out on that commission, but they may come back later and actually commission you for real because they saw that you took the time to respond to you and not make you wait, you know? Sorry that this video is very, very long, and I think I repeated myself a couple times throughout this video, and I don't know, I just think you should like answer my questions down below, what you think. Like, would you commission someone again if they took a week to get back to you and their communication skills were not the greatest? What would you do in a situation that a week passed and you haven't heard a thing about that person? Like, what would you do? I asked a friend before recording this, and she said basically what she would do is reply saying if they do not respond to her, like the comment, if they don't respond, she's just, you know, just forget it, you know, never mind, like I don't want the commission, whatever, which is understandable, you know, like that's a good way, but it's like, how do you say it without being rude? That's like the fine point of where I'm kind of like confused about. Like, I want to commission so and so, but I don't know, that does not make any sense. Anyways, basically, if you understand my question, if not, I will try to explain the question as more professional I possibly can in the comments down below, and I'll try to pin it somehow. I don't know how that works, but I will leave it down below. And yeah, boyfriend's coming in, so I'm gonna end this voiceover thingy, and I will see you next Thursday if I upload. if you want to see me live stream or do Discord or whatever, I'll have my social medias down below. So yeah, now I'm being awkward. Okay, I'm gonna end this. So I'll see you next Thursday. So yeah, bye.